Good morning or afternoon, depending on when you are watching this. Hopefully it's not late in the evening. But there were a couple of questions from our memory jogger on yesterday that I wanted to go over. The first one is 3A. It says, in this comparison below, we need to determine if it is true or false. So they gave me this picture, and with the picture, they showed 1/2 is equal to 2/4. All right. So if I'm working on this, I should have drawn this on my paper and then actually done some shading. So here I'm shading 1 out of 2 pieces. And here I'm going to shade 2 out of 4 pieces. Well, if I look, the 2 out of 4 pieces looks just like the 1/2 because 1/2 is shaded. I could have also went in on my own paper to draw my own set of boxes. And now that I have those 2 boxes, this first one I would split into the 1/2. And now here I need to be ready to make 2/4. And in order to make that 2/4, I need to make sure that I split it correctly. So we know in order to make 4ths, we make 1/2, then split that in 1/2 and split this in 1/2. So now I'm ready to go ahead and shade it in. I'm shading in 1/2 here, and I'm shading in 1/4, 2/4 here. I should notice that those are equivalent. They are equal to one another. So that statement should have been marked as true. The next question I want to go over is 3C. It says, is this comparison true? And so the comparison that they give me this time is 4/1 is equal to, 4. So I need to, again, draw out what they are saying. So for this first image, I would show 4 whole things. 1 apple, 2 apples, 3 apples, 4 apples. Okay? So for my next image, I'm going to show 4/1. So I have 1 whole thing for my denominator, and it says I need to split it, none, because it's 1 whole, but I need to have 4 of them. So here goes 1 of them. Here's another whole that makes 2. Here's another whole that makes 3. Another whole that makes 4. Well, if I look, I had 4 whole things here, and now I have 4 whole things here. The only difference is they gave us a denominator, and that's what really tripped you up. That denominator is 1. So that tells me that I'm not splitting it. It stays as a whole item. But this numerator tells me I'm going to need to have 4 over them. So if I have 100 over 1, it is equal to having 100 things. All right. So I wanted us to be able to actually see the memory jogger day 1 question number 4. So they give me a visual to help me to better understand this particular problem. Excuse me. How is the multiples in the 8 column related to the multiples in the 4 column for each row? So they really help me by identifying the multiples of 4 and the multiples of 8 using that rectangle. So then my next step is to look at my answer choices to see, well, which one of those goes along with what I visually see on this screen. So here it says the multiple of the 8 column. So here the multiple of the 8 column, 8, 16, 24, 32, and so forth, is double the multiple of the 4 column. So I'm looking at the 4 column, 4, 8, 12, 16. So it says that this is double from here. So I'm going from my 8 row. This is 8. 4 doubled would be 4 and 4. So I can click up here. I have 4 plus 4. That would be 4 doubled, 4 2 times. That equals 8. Well, if I go back to my question, 4 doubled equals 8. Well, let's see if the next one is true. It says 8 doubled and then 12 doubled. So I'm going to go up here, 8 doubled, and then 12 doubled. 8 and 8 gives me 16. 12 and 12 gives me 24. So let's see if those are the next two answers that I have. 16, 24. So it looks like those numbers are the double of 4. So that's a good possibility. Now let's look at the other answer. The other answer choice says the multiples of the 8 column right here is 4 more than the multiple of the 4 column. So let's start that. This one right here is 4. So 4 plus 4, 8 plus 4, 12 plus 4. Those are the facts that we're getting ready to solve. So I'm going to start a new sheet. 4 plus 4, 8 plus 4, and then 12 plus 4. So 4 plus 4 is going to give me 8. 8 plus 4 is going to give me 12. And then 12 plus 4 is going to give me 16. So now I need to go back to my facts to see if that is what is in the 8 column. 8, 12, and then 16. So I go back here, 8, but there is no 12 and there's a 16. So that means this one right here is not going to work because it doesn't follow what I've just shown. It goes 8, 12, 16, but here it is 8, 16, 24. C, it says the multiple of 8 is half the multiple of the 4 column. So here, 4, half would mean I'm splitting it into 2 groups, dividing, and that would give me my column here. So I have 4, 8, and 12. So I'm going to go a new page, 4. Let me erase that and start that again. 4, 8, and 12. I need to half all of those, divide it into 2. 4 divided by 2 is 2. 8 divided by 2 is 4. 12 divided by 2 is 6. So if it's true, that means my 8 column should say 2, 4, and then 6. Well, I'm looking at my 8 column. That's not what it says. It does not say 2, 4, and then 6. So that means this statement is not true. The 4 column is not half of the 8 column. And my last answer choice says the multiple of the 8 column is the same as the multiple in each 4 column. Well, we could just look right here that once I go across, these numbers are not the same. I have 4 over here and 8 over here. That's not the same. I have 8 over here and 16 over here. It's not the same. So this last statement cannot be true as well. My best answer choice is here, that the multiples of the 8 column is double the multiple for the 4 column. And we found that back here, because these are our double facts, and it allows us to get to this fact here.